The Board of Zoning and Adjustments of the City of Decatur is now in session. You are before the Board of Zoning and Adjustments today seeking special consideration to an ordinance based on special conditions, or the literal enforcement of an ordinance will result in an unnecessary hardship for you, or there's been an error in the enforcement of the ordinance. It will require 4 favorable votes from the board to approve any request today. Please come forward when your name is called and state your name and address and what you would like this board to do. All cases will be called in docketed order. Please call the roll.
Blaine Dean.
Here.
Brad Townsend.
Here.
Larry Way.
Here.
Chester Harris.
Here.
Are there any corrections to the minutes of last month's meeting?
Nope.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion approved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so moved. There are only 4 of us here today, and you have to have 4 favorable votes. So you have the right to present today, knowing that if you don't get a unanimous from all 4 of us, or you can come back next month when there will be 5. So that just is your choice, but you do have to get a approval from all 4 of us that are here, since our 5th did not show up. Please call the first case, or the first 3 cases.
Okay, application Field Justice Roberts LLC for section 2510.2 F for a side yard setback variance from 0 to 10 feet to 5 feet is 5 feet in order to align new construction homes around existing homes. This consideration is to be continued on the property being approved for rezoning from R 5.02 R 5.0 single family 0 lot patio homes at the planning commission's next evening. Just
Richard Humphrey with Pewright McAnally, 310 8th Avenue, representing the petitioner on this. Basically, this is a portion of what was platted as the common area lots for this development. When this was originally done, this area was platted and zoned as an R6 townhome section. As was mentioned, we have a request to rezone this portion to R50 to match the adjacent lots. The adjacent lots to the north are all R50, and several years ago were granted a variance to change from 0 on one side, 10 feet on the other, to a 5 and 5 setback. And so each of the homes in this area are set up 5 feet off the property lines. So as we continue that arrangement heading through these proposed 3 lots, that's what we're asking for, is to change from 0 and 10 to 5 and 5, just to match the lots that are adjacent to the north.
Okay. And you're asking for the same thing on all 3 lots, correct?
That's correct.
Are there questions from the board?
No questions.
Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
Are they really lots 1, 2, and 3, or y'all want to assign a different lot to our address? Well, I'm more asking than anything.
Well, this is a replat, so for the replat purposes, on the plat, they'll be listed as lot 1, 2, and 3, because it's only concerning that area. So the lot numbers don't matter so much; those go away once we give them up.
So we'll have to figure that out. 1, 2, and 3 addresses, so we can get that into the file.
Yes, yeah, and we'll have to wait until. So that's kind of the variance, so that once the zoning is approved, then the planning commission can do the plat, and we can create the lots, and then as soon as the lots are created to probate, then we'll assign them their addresses.
Comments from the planning department? Public testimony is now closed. There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Do we have a motion on case number 1?
Make a motion that we approve as presented today in public testimony with the condition that the property is rezoned to R5.0 from R6.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Lane Dean.
Yes.
Ray Townsend.
Yes.
Larry Wade.
Yes.
Judge Harris.
Yes.
All right. Do I have a motion on case number 2?
Make the same motion with the condition that the property is rezoned to R.5 or R5.0 from R6 at the next meeting.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Ray Townsend.
Yep.
Larry Wade.
Yes.
Judge Harris.
Yes.
Lane Dean.
Yes. And do we have a motion on case number 3?
And again, I will make the motion that we accept the appeal as presented today with the condition that this property is rezoned to R5.0 from R6.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Larry Wade.
Yes.
Judge Harris.
Yes.
Lane Dean.
Yes.
Ray Townsend.
Yes.
You have been approved. Times 3.
All right, case number 4, application to fill, Bryce Shea. Right. For all these bargain outlets, section 2577E2, in order to, for an 80 square foot area variance in order to install a tax sign located at 1682 Beltline Road, Southwest, property is located in 1A Commercial District.
Hello,
Hello.
Matt Stansel from Sheffield, Alabama. I'm here for 1682 Beltline Avenue in Decatur here. Ollie's is looking to come to that strip mall there, and they've been very concerned about the visibility, especially from the Beltline, because of how far that suite sets back. And they were requesting a larger square footage of signage for better exposure to the Beltline.
Okay. Questions from the board?
I don't have any questions.
No.
Comments from the building department?
Okay.
Comments from the planning department? Comments from the public? Sorry, I missed one. Public testimony is now closed. There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve?
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Judge Harris.
Yes.
Lane Dean.
Yes.
Ray Townsend.
Yes.
Larry Wade.
Yes.
You have been approved. Case number 5.
Application approval of Amber and Kevin Stewart for a 2-foot setback variance from section 2510H2C in order to add a roof to the existing front patio located at 2116 Stratford Place Southeast, property located at all 117.
I'm just gonna let them talk for me because it's above my pay grade, what we're doing.
Hi, Ernest Ball, 111 Grant Street, Southeast Decatur, 35601. We are requesting a variance to build up, not to expand the footprint of the house. This was caused by the house being there for decades with the porch clearly over the setback line. We asked for a one-time specific variance for just this aspect, which meets the general environment of the property and surrounding properties. We have brought pictures of surrounding houses in the neighborhood that represent exactly what we wanted to do. This is the builder. He is,
Hey, I'm Stephen Pay with SBC Restoration. I don't know if y'all can see it back on that survey, but this existing stoop right here is just a brick porch as it is now. And we're just wanting to build a roof over the top of that porch. And it's, as it lays right now, it's about a foot inside the setback.
Okay.
And we're just trying to cover it because the door keeps rotting,
Yeah.
so that's the main purpose.
Getting the weather on cold.
Questions from the board?
None.
no.
Comments from the public? I don't have any public left. Comments from the building department?
Okay.
Comments from the planning department? There being no, public testimony is now closed. There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Lane Dean.
Yes.
Ray Townsend.
Yes.
Larry Wade.
Yes.
Judge Harris.
Yes.
You have been approved. All right. Do we have any new business to discuss? I believe the answer is yes.
Yes, April's meeting, Pine Island Partners had, presented, their case, and, y'all had, denied their request for, allowing this on, use on appeal. And, so since then, they filed written notice of an appeal to the circuit court, and, they have to just provide notice to y'all, which they did. And so now that you have approved the minutes from the April meeting, those minutes, along with any documents, the application and filing will be certified. And once that packet's complete, we will produce that to circuit court, which will then start to file in circuit court, and the case will proceed. And at this point, there's nothing more for y'all to have to do until things proceed further. We may need witnesses from the board, depending on how things progress. So that's just an update on that, to let you know that was appealed, and that we'll produce everything to circuit court, which will then start all the timelines for any kind of appeal there.
Okay. And the other item, I guess, of new business that doesn't require a vote, but just for the sake of the minutes, is starting with the June meeting. The pre-meeting will be held at 3:30 on the 4th floor in the conference room or wherever they tell us. And then the general meeting will still be at 4 o'clock down here in the chambers.
Okay.
Do you have any other new business? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Wait, did you all want to vote on changing the time?
I think they said we didn't have to vote.
You don't have to, but it's
She
just
wants it
helpful
for the
for the
record.
minutes.
Oh, okay.
If you do, so that way there's
Well, yeah,
something in the minutes for it.
All right, I guess, do we need a motion to,
I can make that motion. Change it to 3:30 for the pre-meeting upstairs in 4th floor.
is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, any other new business? If not, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned.
All in favor, go home.
Aye.
All right. Good job.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
10 minutes.
I know.